Hello. If you own a PS5, you may know that when you're using it to play older backwards compatible PS4 games, you can still use your old DualShock 4 controllers as well as any controller that would have worked with the PS4, of which there are many. But if you're playing native PS5 games, you are limited to using the new DualSense or to using officially licensed specialty peripherals. And this is just pure greed and control on Sony's part. There's no reason for this to be a thing because the restriction is in place even for games that don't use the special DualSense features at all. Like Demon Souls doesn't use the adaptive triggers at all, and yet you still can only use the DualSense on it. It is frustrating, and most people aren't going to care about this because the DualSense is honestly a great controller, and most people just use the controllers they get with the console, just the normal controllers. But this is disastrous, or going to be disastrous, for people, especially within the fighting game community, who like to use unique controllers. Because chances are your specialty custom designed mix box or whatever you use doesn't fall under that officially licensed umbrella of peripherals that Sony is allowing. But thankfully, there is a workaround. It is far from ideal, but it does exist, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. So you are going to need a couple things. First, you're going to need this. This is the Mayflash Magic-S Pro adapter. And this is an awesome little USB device that allows you to use controllers from other consoles on other consoles they're not meant for. And on the Nintendo Switch and the PS4, as well as Xbox One and Xbox Series X, everything else this is compatible with, basically. All you have to do is plug it directly into the console, and it works just like that. But to get it to work on PS5 games, you're going to need something else. And this is what I mean by this not being ideal, because this is a little excessive, but you're going to need this. This is the Mayflash F500 arcade stick. And as far as I know, this also works with the Mayflash F300, which is a little cheaper, and the Mayflash F500 Elite, which is a little more expensive. But all the Mayflash arcade sticks are relatively cheap as far as arcade sticks go, especially if you get them used. And they are pretty nice, so it doesn't hurt to have one. And total money-wise, we're talking, this is generally a little bit less than $30. And depending on where you get it, the Mayflash stick is going to be anywhere between $60 and $120, I'd guess. So yeah, a lot of money, but if you've already spent a lot of money on a peripheral that you're no longer able to use, like a custom arcade stick, then it probably is worth it. And I had this anyway, so it wasn't too much for me. Anyway, how to make this work. So, on your Mayflash F500 or F300, on the back here, where you normally plug in your DualShock 4, you're going to plug this right in. And also make sure the firmware is updated on both of these devices. It's pretty easy to do. I'm not going to walk you through how to do that because it is shown in the manual, but yeah. And now, all you do is plug your Mayflash stick with the adapter attached directly into the console, into the PS5. I'm going to do that now. And you'll see it is blinking. It is blinking under mode as blue. If you take this out, it reads as pink. There is a difference. So make sure it is plugged in and it's reading as blue. Make sure you are set to the middle of the input, the controller portion, and then press this, the PS home button. And now, I don't know if you heard it, but up there on my screen, it detected it as a wired controller. So now I'm going to load up to show you this works. I'm going to load up Destruction All-Stars, which is a native PS5 game. I never play this game, but it is a native PS5 game, so it works to test. And open it up. And as you can see, it's letting me use it. I can use this stick as is. It's not coming up with that restriction where it says you must use DualSense to play PS5 games. The stick and the buttons work on this. And that's great, but here's the really cool part. Not only can you use this stick, you can use anything that would have worked with the Magic-S on it. You can do a wired connection to demonstrate. Here is a Power A Nintendo Switch controller. And turn over here just to show you what I'm doing. And I am going to plug it in to the back USB there. And now, yeah, it's attached. And now, as you can see on the screen, this also works just like it would on a PS4 or a Nintendo Switch with the Mayflash adapter. So that's a wired test. Let's also show you something that can do. It can even do wireless Bluetooth. Oh, my tripod's going up. Connections. So here's a weird one. This is my Wii arcade stick. So I'm going to turn this on, and it is connected to the adapter now. And even this works. Look at that. So that is pretty amazing. So yeah, there's your workaround. Thank you, Mayflash, for figuring this out. Hopefully in the future there'll be a simpler workaround that doesn't require you having an entire additional arcade stick, because it is kind of ridiculous having to plug one arcade stick into another to use your arcade stick, but it is a workaround, and as of now, it is the only one I know of. So you can use any controller, almost any controller, on PS5 playing native PS5 games, not just backwards compatible games. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this helped you. Again, the products you need are the Mayflash Magic-S Pro adapter and the Mayflash F500 arcade stick or the Mayflash F300 arcade stick. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped out. See ya.